Hey everyone, it's your girl Desiree. Um, Excuse my hair, it's very frizzy, but I'm in the starter lock phase. Tomorrow is 5 months since I started the big chop and the lock journey. So definitely has been a journey, but definitely still going forward on it. I'm gonna talk more about that lifespan next month when it hits 6 months, talking about my journey. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that. But excuse my background. The wall that we have here is like old and it's not, it needs to be painted. So it looks kind of like old, but nevertheless, so I wanted to do 7 days of basically talking about things that I'm thankful for because I feel like sometimes we can focus so much on the things that we don't have, the things that we want, things that we even need. And this is not by any means discounting struggle because some people are really going through it. Some people are homeless. Some people have really serious situations right now. So I don't really like the whole thing of like, at least you're alive or stuff like that. Like, of course, people should acknowledge their struggles. They should receive support in that if possible, if we're able to do that, even if it's not like financially, but basically offering, even if it's just a prayer, you know what I mean? Like, even if you don't know the person. So I'm not really for the whole thing of like, oh, well, at least you're not, in the hospital or something. Like, people have all types of issues. So we don't want to discount that. But at the same time, we want to still give a chance for basically our outlook to be shifted to what do we have. Sorry, that was a little jumbled, but nevertheless, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about that I'm thankful for day one is I'm thankful for having the basic necessities that I need. I have a place to live. I would love to have my own place. I really was hoping to have had that by now, but things have not gone the way I had planned in life. That's another video. um, but the fact that I have a place to stay, I'm in a place that's safe. I'm not in a place that's contentious. I'm not in a place that's a bunch of drama. I'm living with somebody that I love, that loves me. Um, I could be myself. They could be themselves. Like, that's a blessing because some people, even if they have a place, they're living in contention. There's fighting, there's constant bickering. Of course, no household is perfect, but if you're living in a place, okay, I hope my excuse me, I hope my connection is not acting up. Um, yeah, so some people, unfortunately, they're living in a space where there's a lot of issues, constantly. Or maybe it's not necessarily that there's any like toxicity, but they just don't get along. Their personalities don't match. So I'm thankful that I live in a place where I don't have to deal with that. Like I said, no thing is perfect. Like, no relationship is perfect. If you're expecting relationships to be perfect, then you're gonna always be by yourself. Because the same way that you want somebody to extend grace to you, you extend grace to other people. So that's that. But as long as it's healthy and there's growth individually and collectively, I think that's what really matters. I have food, I have clothing. I would like to get new clothes. I was able to get, this is actually a more newer shirt that I got. I think it was like a month ago or so. But yeah, I'm not really buying new clothes because I already have clothes and they may not be the newest clothes and I would like to get new clothes, but right now that's not a priority. I have other things that are a priority. When my situation changes, then I can buy new clothes. So yeah, but I have clothes. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's heat coming up right now, which is great because I get cold easily and my room is the coldest in the place. So it's a blessing to have heat. I was just thinking about that today when I was walking outside because it was so cold, here in New York City. And I was like, wow, there's some people who are homeless who don't have a place to stay. And I just feel bad because I'm like, I couldn't imagine being outside and it's freezing. And people say, well, just go to the shelter. But so many shelters are so unsafe, especially the men's shelters. I don't really like to use the word male. The men's shelters, it's like, I don't know about the family ones, but from what I've read and heard, the men's shelters are very unsafe. So this is why some people prefer to sleep outside, because they don't want to be, harmed or robbed or whatever while they're inside of the shelter. So it's easy to say that if you've never actually been there. This is why some people will actually commit crimes. They'll get themselves into issues so they can be locked up, so that they can at least have shelter and food. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what some people do. Or they'll, like, if they have a mental health disorder, they'll use that as a way to go to the hospital. Not saying that they may not actually need help, but they may exaggerate it or whatever, so that they can at least have somewhere to stay and have some food and warmth. So that's just that. So yeah, I have the basic things that I need. I have people that are supporting me, um, people that are close to me that have been really helpful to me these last few months. It's barely been a challenge, looking for opportunities and constantly getting obstacles and doors closed in my face. Recently, um, another obstacle, just when you think you're getting closer, it's almost like you're taking 3 steps back. But nevertheless, like I said, I have shelter, I have food, I have clothing, I have people that love me and that care about me, people who have stepped in and have um, chipped in and helped me even without me having to even ask, because they see that I need things or whatever. I don't really have to ask, because I've had people use that against me, like, oh, you're always asking for things. And it's just like, if you didn't really want to give that to me anymore, you could have just said that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I threatened you or made it an obligation for you to help me. But it's unfortunate that some people will use you help wanting to receive help, they'll use that against you. And this is why some people don't ask for help, because they don't want it to be used against them later on. And I try my best to not do that to people, because I know how hurtful that is to me, how I felt with that experience of somebody holding it over your head and then telling the world about it and trying to shame you because you needed help, as if people don't sometimes need help. And like I said, if it really was an issue, just tell the person, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You know what I mean? So whatever. But we all need help. We all are here to help one another. It's not always financially. Um, it's not always like, it could even be something simple, like I said earlier, like praying for somebody or just listening, emotional support. We all are here to give different things, and we shouldn't expect people to give the exact same thing back that we give, because we're all here to balance one another out, you know. And that's just basically that. So I don't want to stay on here too long. My main focus was to just talk about the first day. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little more organized with my talking. I haven't been doing camera stuff in a while, so it's a little awkward. And I'm still kind of getting used to like my new look. As you can see, my hair is growing though, even though it feels so slow because I'm so used to my hair being like down here into my back. But patience is a part of the process. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. But basically, like I said, thankful for food, shelter, clothing, heat. Being able to live with somebody that there's love, there's mutual understanding, respect, and I have people in my life who care about me. And even though right now it's very challenging because like I said, there's a lot of obstacles and it makes it difficult for me to really get the things that I really want to get. And there's other needs, but thankfully I've had people step in and offer support. So, and I hope that, when my situation changes, I can pay it forward and do for them without them having to even ask, right? Because you remember the people who stepped in and did things for you, especially when you didn't ask them, right? And they did it because they just saw you had a need and they just wanted to help you. And those are women, like I'm grateful because women have been, from the time I've grown up, it was always women who stepped in to take care of me. It was always women who stepped in when I didn't have my parents. Even in my adulthood, women are stepping in to check and and to offer support. I'm not saying that men have never done anything, but for the most part, it's usually always been women. So thankful to the women who are in my life and those who may no longer be in my life. I still, it was a blessing to have them there because they were a blessing at that time. So yeah. So let me know in the comments what y'all are grateful for on day one. And my goal is to come here every day up until next Wednesday, because I wanted it to end on next Thursday, but then that's like 8 days. So I might not even, I might just come on, excuse me, my nose is like really, today makes day 1. So day 7 would be Wednesday. So I may just end it on next Wednesday, which probably works out anyway because on Thanksgiving, a lot of people are going to be busy. I'm going to be, moving around. I'm planning to go to more than one house. So it probably was best anyway. But yeah, my goal is to come every single day on live and just talk about something I'm thankful for. So take care, y'all, and I hope y'all have a good evening or day whenever you watch this. Yeah, take care. Bye.